I mean, but it was super interesting, because at this moment,
Yeah, he shouts at
he
the
shouts
audience.
at the audience, and then the audience is like these bunch of people who are right there sitting absolutely frozen, not knowing what's coming next at them. I found it, why I find this interesting is because I want to just draw like some aspects, like, so Kleine Leute, I saw it, and I remember, and we discussed the idea of the director facing and directing the audience in a certain way. Heilige Blut, the audience sitting in the middle, the characters rotating around, and kind of interacting, not interacting, but putting the audience in so much tension and so much pressure. And then if I look at Isa versus Illegal, or if I look at Illegal, this part of him shouting out, and then Isa versus Illegal, I can only imagine, because I've seen certain clips of the monologue. If there is someone giving a 1.5 hour monologue and there is an entire audience that sits directly in front of them, I can only imagine what it would take to captivate and immerse that kind of an audience. So I can't help but see a sort of link in the way the audience is constantly, I would say, I wouldn't use the word manipulated, but maybe, but constant captivation. Like, there are these sort of effects or these kind of interactions that you create with the audience. They always are a fifth character or a fourth character in the play or in the piece. And then you create this kind of a situation. So how do you start to conceptualize this? Or is there a way in which you've thought about it?
That's so cool that you're saying that, because now I understood how I work. No, really, I didn't know that of course,
Hannah,
each of my...
he really wants that job. He wants to work for you.
Yeah, you're
I'm
right.
the one that's going to
no,
be left.
you're really right about that. I always direct the audience. Shit. I didn't realize that before, but you're so right about that. The audience also always is part of
Like, forget about the actors.
Yeah.
You guys are the real actors.
Yeah.
No, now that I'm thinking about it, also in Wir so, no.
Not so
no,
much.
not so much. We are closing the fourth wall there.
Okay.
You'd say it's like you're not talking to the audience. But when you say like we're closing the fourth wall, it means just like you're having your setup here and everything takes place here. But in each other piece, the audience gets a figure, is a figure.
Yeah.
You're so right about that, because also in Illegal, they are his friends. I told the actor, when you're talking to the audience, it's like a friend you want to tell you sorry.
Okay.
So the tone
And also, it's like the audience is always the outside view. So I was like, they are your friends, but they are also like watching you and not believing you if you're telling the story correct.
Okay.
Because in Illegal, I worked with a frame. I don't know if you saw that. There was a really huge frame in front of the stage, because there was the piece was going on behind the frame, but there was one figure, the bus driver, who sat on the side of the audience behind the frame. And the idea was because the figure is killed by being pulled in front of a bus. So the idea was the figure Kojo and the bus driver who killed him, unfortunately, because he was... they are telling the story together, and the bus driver is telling the story to make sure that he remembers right, and Kojo is telling the story to make sure that nobody forgets that story.
Okay.
And that was like, he's talking, we have a back person here again, person with a bag.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Wow.